So I was over here working earlier, and I stumbled across that. Not really sure what they're doing. Maybe she's laying eggs. It's not a really good place to lay eggs, but I don't want to bother her too much. But if it is eggs, we can like section off this little spot here with like a wire cage or something. It's a red-eared slider, so I can look up how long it takes to incubate eggs, and we can just watch this spot right here and see if any baby turtles hatch, maybe. But yeah, I was kind of surprised. Look at that. Well, it looks like it's gone. I mean, I imagine she probably came from over here, from our lagoon. I don't see her. I mean, it doesn't really look like anything was dug there. I'll be very careful. The ground is very wet right here. Yep, look, there's an egg. That is a turtle egg. I don't know how many are down there, but I'm just gonna pack that back in. Then I will work on putting something around it to keep any predators from digging it up, and we can keep the turtles safe. She wasn't that big, so there might be 1 or 2 eggs, but again, I don't know. Well, okay then. Alright, so that turtle nest, you know, that turtle that was laying eggs earlier. So I read that they were supposed to hatch around, you know, August 25th, somewhere around there kind of thing. I was like, okay, so I'll just keep an eye on it until, you know, see if there's any like disturbance in the dirt. I put my little thing over the top of it so nothing would disturb it. No chickens digging into it, nothing else, you know, all that. And it's the 28th today, and you know, there hasn't been any activity that I could see, so I was like really concerned about the eggs. You know, I'm thinking maybe she wasn't fertile, so she laid infertile eggs. That's great, you know. I figured I'd just kind of like dig up and see, check on the fate of these poor eggs, and look at that! There's a teeny one in there. So what I think might have happened is that they started hatching on the 25th, maybe. But we haven't had any substantial rain until last night, so the ground has been very dry, and this was tough, just digging this little bit out very carefully. That was tough. So I'm thinking maybe that they couldn't get out, so I'm a little concerned, but it does look like there's some live ones in there. I want to be very careful, but I'm going to go ahead and dig the rest of them out, see how many live ones we have, and hopefully get these guys out of here so that they have a chance to live, because I mean, the ground has been very hard because it's been very dry, and even with the rain that we did have, it's still kind of dry out here. So I'm gonna dig them out and see what I can do for them. So, you know, I could be, maybe they just now started hatching today, because there's 2 that are cracked open. Look how tiny he is. He's like the size of my thumb. Alright, so it looks like we've got 2 bad eggs, 1 egg that's fully hatched. I think 2, maybe 3 that are on their way. I think it's these 3 that are pipped. I'm not sure if that's what you call it for turtles. Anyways, they've started hatching. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more that haven't hatched. It wasn't a very big nest. And I'm pretty sure she might be considered a young mom, because I had a friend who hatched some red-eared sliders, and when they first came out, they were much bigger. So I think they came out from bigger eggs. So yeah. Anyways, that's super cool. Alright, so I got them set up here underneath the heat lamp to keep them warm. So we've got this guy who's kind of just chilling right now. You can kind of see his yolk sac is still there. That guy's yolk sac is pretty much gone, so he's been out the longest, obviously, but long enough for it to basically disappear. And he's just kind of taken to basking. He's adorable. And then we got this guy right here. He looks like he's sleeping. His nose is just poking out. And then I'm pretty sure this one is opened, but I haven't seen too much of it. And then that one right there has just cracked open too. Oh, there we go. And I can see a little bit of movement in it. And I think this one's got a little crack in it too, but it's hard to see. So I'm trying not to bother them too much, but it's really hard not to come over here and just watch them. It's so cool. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. And it might be an old girl hatch because it's been super, super hot out. So most of them have hatched. We just have one that seems to be perfectly fine with just kind of chilling in there. But then the other 8 have all kind of just piled up in this little corner and are hunkering down to continue absorbing the rest of their little yolk sac. So I'll check on them tomorrow. And I've set up a little 5-gallon tank that they can swim around in for now. All the turtle food though I have is kind of big, so I might have to crush it up, except for my frozen bloodworms. Maybe some of the shrimp flakes would do. But yeah. Alright, last little update on these guys. 8 of the 9 viable eggs hatched. One of them did not survive. I'm not really sure what happened, but it never came out of the shell, and it was moving that one night, and then the next morning it had stopped altogether. Anyways, the 8 remaining look like they are absorbing their yolk really well. In fact, I think they're all absorbed now. It's just doing the last little bit of tucking it away. And I'm going to go ahead and see if they'll start eating a little bit. Their shells have all smoothed out. They look about right now, because before they looked a little wonky and wrinkly in some places, but I think that's normal. More than likely, most of them are probably females because, you know, it was 100 degrees for a while there. But there's one really small one. There's 2 that are kind of smaller than the others. So maybe we'll have some males, but either way, they seem to be doing okay. So again, I'm going to see if they can, we'll eat a little something.